We've done a lot of interesting things because our share price has grown tremendously over the past few months. Our stock is up over 1,000% just since January. Massive liquidity, so very good for shareholders to come in and out of the stock. It has also made a lot of warrants be exercised, so we'll be putting out some new numbers next week for the public to see, but we are cashed up and we don't need to raise funds because of those warrants coming in, which is fantastic. It not only cleans up our balance sheet, but it puts money in our account without having to go back to the market.
Hello and good morning. Welcome to the Assay TV. Today, I am very happy to be joined again by Kimberly Ann, founder, CEO, president, and director of Lahontan Gold Corp. So, Kimberly, great to see you again.
Great to see you.
And so, there's been a lot of news coming out of Lahontan recently. You've started drilling at the Santa Fe mine. So maybe you can talk about some of the early results that we've had so far, and how does this support your overall exploration goals?
That's a very good question, Amy. We did some drilling in late summer, a very small program, 7 holes. They were targeted specifically in 3 areas that we wanted to add more ounces, but just to see how thick the intervals are and how deep we can go to expand our pits lower and lower. So it was a very successful program, good grade, good thicknesses, and really it was a proof of the pudding concept. I don't like wasting dollars, so now I'm excited to say that in the next, couple of weeks we'll have a drill rig on site, and we'll be going after a larger program because now we're pretty confident what we think is going to be there. So it's just adding more ounces and in all the different areas to continue to expand the resource numbers with the goal of being able to update our resource estimate and put out new studies in Q1. So it's a really great program for us.
All right, so you've talked quite a bit already about kind of how you're looking to expand the land package, and you've just received new approval from the Bureau of Land Management to expand further on the drilling. So, how important is this permit, and what does it allow you to do next?
Good question. The plan of operation permit is to allow us to drill project wide, which means we've sterilized the land package through all the bugs and bunnies studies. It's also the same footprint that the mine plan is in as well. So it fast tracks both permits at the same time. We will have that plan of operations drilling permit in hand within the next 4 to 6 weeks. So we won't have to go back to the BLM for that information. And given that we just put out news on expanding our land package even more, it's really important for that.
Okay, excellent. And so, you've had this news come out today about the purchase of the York claims from Emergent Metals Corp. So, can you talk a little bit about this expansion potential? What does this bring to the project?
Yeah, the York expansion claims, there's 27 of them. They're very important for us because we do have an existing pit at York. However, we've never been able to report to the public the entire ounces there because we didn't own the land. So now we own the land, and now not only can we, report to the market about them, but we can actually grow our resource in that area. And when our last drill program over the summer, we did drill over in that area and had tremendous success. So we're looking to go back to the York area quite soon.
All right, so the Santa Fe project already has a strong PEA. What are the next steps that you're working on now to move it closer to production?
The next steps for the PEA is to continue to check off the boxes that was shown to us on the very last page of the PEA, which means upping the ante of recoveries. We're doing a lot of studies on the metallurgical side, getting the ounces up for mine production, mine life, etc. So it's just a roadmap to the future of the project. So we have a very clear path, and we've been very focused on that from permitting to drilling and metallurgical work.
Great. And so you started metallurgical testing at Santa Fe. What are you hoping to learn from this type of work, and what's it going to bring to the project?
Well, we have 4 deposits on our project, so it's not, one, thing hits all here. So we have to do multiple different met work at different areas. That being said, we know what happened in the mining days, but we don't have, we're not reporting those numbers to the public right now because the metallurgical work is outdated. So we're simply going back in and verifying the metallurgical work to match one, the historic numbers, and possibly upgrade it from there because it is being right now being discounted by over 12% in some areas. So it's really important to get those numbers higher.
Absolutely. And so, just starting to wrap up, how is Lahontan positioned financially to keep advancing Santa Fe? And, are there any kind of key milestones that investors should be on the lookout for in the coming months?
Very good question. So we've done a lot of interesting things because our share price has grown tremendously over the past few months. Our stock is up over 1,000% just since January. Massive liquidity, so very good for shareholders to come in and out of the stock. It has also made a lot of warrants be exercised. So we'll be putting out some new numbers next week for the public to see, but we are cashed up and we don't need to raise funds because of those warrants coming in, which is fantastic. It not only cleans up our balance sheet, but it puts money in our account without having to go back to the market. So win-win. Catalyst for the rest of the year is drilling, permitting, and then on to all of our studies in Q1.
All right, excellent. And we'll definitely catch up at the upcoming One-to-One London event to,
I can't
hear
wait.
hear more from your updates. But Kimberly, those were all the questions that I had for you today. So I want to thank you for joining us here at the Assay.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.